Hello and welcome to the Wealth Alarm. Today we're exploring a crucial topic in economics, supply-side economics, also known as trickle-down economics or Reaganomics. This theory has shaped economic policies for decades, promising growth and prosperity through tax cuts and deregulation. But has it truly delivered on these promises? Stick with us through this video for a detailed understanding of how this economic approach works and its real-world impacts. Part 1. Understanding supply-side economics, 30% of the content. The core principles of supply-side economics. Supply-side economics focuses on increasing the production of goods and services over the long term. The central idea is that by reducing marginal tax rates, businesses and individuals will have more capital to invest in the economy. This investment is expected to lead to job creation, higher wages, and overall economic growth, with the benefits trickling down to everyone. The Laffer curve. The theory in a graph. One of the most well-known aspects of supply-side economics is the Laffer curve, introduced by economist Arthur Laffer. The curve suggests there is an optimal tax rate that maximizes government revenue while encouraging economic activity. If taxes are too high, people may work less or hide income, reducing tax revenue. If taxes are too low, the government collects insufficient revenue. The challenge is finding that sweet spot. Historical context and application. Reaganomics. Supply-side economics gained significant attention during the Reagan administration in the 1980s. Known as Reaganomics, these policies included major tax cuts, reducing the top marginal tax rate from 70% to 28%. The goal was to make the U.S. a more attractive place for investment and economic growth. Tennessee's example: no income tax, economic surplus. A recent example often cited by proponents of supply-side economics is Tennessee, which has no income tax and low sales taxes. In 2016, Tennessee experienced a $2 billion surplus, which supporters attribute to its tax-friendly policies. This case is used to argue that reducing taxes can lead to economic prosperity. Part 2. Criticisms and realities of supply-side economics. The flaws in the theory. No significant correlation despite its widespread use. Supply-side economics has faced significant criticism. Historical data shows no consistent correlation between lower top marginal tax rates and GDP growth rates. While the theory suggests that tax cuts will benefit everyone, in practice, the gains often concentrate among the wealthy. The satirical narrative. A critique of trickle-down economics. Critics use satirical narratives to highlight the shortcomings of trickle-down economics. These stories suggest that while the theory promises widespread prosperity, in reality it primarily benefits the wealthy and increases economic inequality. Over time, this has led to a growing wealth gap and periodic economic crises. The middle-class argument. A more inclusive approach. An alternative view suggests that strengthening the middle class would be more beneficial for the economy. The middle class comprises the majority of workers and consumers. By increasing their purchasing power, demand for goods and services would rise, potentially leading to more sustainable economic growth. The reality of economic inequality. A major criticism of supply-side economics is its role in widening the economic inequality gap. The theory assumes that tax cuts for the wealthy will lead to increased investment and economic benefits for all. However, in practice, the wealth gap has widened, and the middle and lower income groups have not seen proportional benefits. Part 3. The ongoing debate and future considerations. The Laffer curve revisited. Misunderstandings and misapplications. While the Laffer curve provides a useful conceptual framework, it is often misunderstood or misapplied. The curve does not specify a particular optimal tax rate, as this rate depends on various factors, including the existing tax structure and economic conditions. The assumption that lower taxes always lead to increased revenue and economic growth lacks consistent empirical support. Supply-side economics versus Keynesian economics. The debate between supply-side and Keynesian economics centers on the role of government in the economy. Keynesian economics advocates for active government intervention to manage economic cycles, particularly during downturns. Supply-side economics, on the other hand, emphasizes reducing government intervention to allow the private sector to drive growth. This fundamental difference influences the economic policies and priorities of different administrations and political ideologies. The importance of context in economic policy. Economic policies are not one-size-fits-all. The effectiveness of supply-side measures can vary depending on the broader economic environment, global trends, and specific policy details. For example, tax cuts may stimulate the economy during a recession, but could be less effective or even counterproductive in a boom period. It's crucial to consider these contextual factors when evaluating the success or failure of economic policies. Lessons learned and future directions. While supply-side economics offers valuable insights, it also has limitations. A balanced approach that integrates elements from both supply-side and Keynesian economics may be more effective. For instance, targeted tax policies could encourage investment in critical areas like technology and infrastructure while ensuring that tax burdens are fairly distributed. This approach could help achieve sustainable and inclusive economic growth. Conclusion. The way forward, as we've explored today, supply-side economics has played a significant role in shaping economic policy, but has also faced criticism for failing to deliver on its promises of widespread prosperity. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for informed economic discussions and policymaking. Remember, no single economic theory has all the answers. A nuanced, balanced approach is essential for addressing complex economic challenges. Thank you for watching. We encourage you to stay informed and critically evaluate economic policies. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insightful content. And don't forget to watch until the end to get the full picture of supply-side economics and its impacts. Stay tuned for our next video, where we delve into practical tips for managing your finances in today's ever-changing economy.